retrospect, I think I would have been much happier somewhere else. Princeton was a very difficult, stiff environment for me. But I went there because they had one of the best East Asian studies departments in the world. Really phenomenal. Japanese, Chinese, Korean, etc. They had a very, very strong psychology and neuroscience program. So like Danny Kahneman was there. There was a guy named Barry Jacobs who had done a bunch of research with LSD and did a lot of research also on the serotonergic system involving cats and stuff because cats kind of sleep all the time. I really wanted to work in his lab. And then thirdly, there was something at the time, I was very sad that it ended up getting wound down maybe a year after I got there. But there was something at Princeton called the PEAR Lab, PEAR, Princeton Engineering Anomalies Research Laboratory, where I think, I could be getting some of the details wrong, but I'm pretty sure that at one point they had military funding or, three-letter acronym funding. They also had money, I want to say, from like SRI International to use sort of computational and quantitative measures to study things like telekinesis, remote viewing, etc. And literally that had been started by, I want to say, Professor John, J-A-H-N, I believe it was. And somebody should fact check this, but I'm getting pretty close. I think he was the former dean of the engineering department or engineering quadrangle. And one of his not postdocs, but one of his grad students had looked at human influence on random number generators. And he was like, really? And he was like, he's like, look, if you want to waste your time on this, it's not going to help you with anything. Like, it looks like a terrible idea to me. And then when all the data came back, he was like, okay. And ultimately became so interested that he spearheaded this engineering anomalies research laboratory. And I wanted to know what the hell they had figured out. I wanted to get a read on what they felt like they had figured out. And this is a high-end, incredibly credible engineer, right? This isn't some rando. This is someone who was on the far side, extreme skeptic end of things, who ended up then spearheading this. You can still end up with beliefs that you want confirmation for. So again, right, the purpose of the scientific method, which is really a framework for thinking, is to prevent you from fooling yourself, right? But all of those things came together to answer your question. And I was like, you know what? I think all of these things, if for the moment we provisionally say that maybe some of those phenomena have something to them, right? In the anomalies research laboratory, even if you exclude that, psychedelics, lucid dreaming, certain types of like religious experience that I'd read about, I was like, I feel like there's a possibility these are all touching like the hem of the same garment.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps that's all internally generated. Maybe it's like a temporal lobe epilepsy kind of seizure. Like when you look back at a lot of scripture, it's like, that sounds a lot like seizure. But does that invalidate it? I don't know. Like some of the most creative people we've ever known have also had something very similar. So it's like, all right, all of it meant like, I want to know what the hell is going on in here.
Mm-hmm.
If that is even possible. How do you even study it? It's like 3 pounds of fat sitting in this skull. What do you even do to study that? So, I mean, all of those things, I would say, catalyzed it.